This is problem number 22 and this is the last problem from the chapter 3 of Hall and Knight higher algebra. But before we do this problem, okay, let us first go through this question. The consumption of a coal by locomotive varies as the square of velocity. So what they are saying is that the consumption of coal, suppose consumption of coal is C, this varies as the square of velocity. So it is some constant times v square. Okay. When the speed is 16 miles an hour, the consumption of coal per hour is 2 tons. So this C is per hour. Okay. Consumption is per hour. Now what they are saying is that at V is equal to 16, consumption is 2 tons per hour. So 2 is equal to K by 16 square is 256, and therefore we get K is equal to 2 by 256, right? Now before we proceed in this problem, because this is a very old book, over 100 years old book, they are using the older currency system of Britain. So I don't want to confuse you. So what I will do is, we can say that instead of 10 shillings per ton, let us say this 10 shillings is 0.5 pounds per ton. Okay, the price of the coal is 0.5 pounds per ton. Okay, so we will not use 10 shillings. Actually 10 shillings is same as 0.5 pound. So this is the price of the coal, and the expense of the engine B, again we will not use this. We will not use this. Instead of 11 shillings and 3 dime, or 11 shillings and 3 pence, we will use pound 9 by 16. Okay. The reason I am doing this is because the conversion was 1 shilling, I'm sorry, yes, the conversion was 1 pound is equal to 20 shillings and 1 shilling is equal to 12 pence. Okay, this is the information. So if you convert, you will get these values, but I do not want you to confuse, and I don't want to introduce the old British currency system, so you can completely ignore this. This is not useful. So we will use the values that we have indicated, right? So we will use the price of the coal as 0.5 pound and the other expenses of the engine as 9 by 16 pound. So what they are saying is, if the price of the coal is 0.5 pounds per ton and the other expenses of the engine be 9 by 16 pounds an hour, find the least cost of a journey of 100 miles. Okay. So what we know is, what is expense? Let us call expense per hour E. What is expense per hour E? This will be the amount of coal that you use in 1 hour, which is kV square, or we already know K. So it is 2 by 256 V square, where V is the speed of the engine. So this is the amount of the coal times the price of the coal per ton. which is 0.5, or you can write as half. 0.5 is same as half. This is the price of the coal, plus what are the other expense per hour? It is simply 9 by 16, right? So this is 9 by 16. This is expense per hour. What is the total distance that we have to cover? We have to cover 100 miles. So what will be the total time? Total time for which the engine will run, this will be distance 100 miles divided by the speed v. So what will be the total expense? Total expense will be expense per hour, which is, this cancels out, so you get v square by 256 plus 9 by 16 times 100 by v, right? Expense per hour into total time. So this is equal to 100 v by 256, 100 v by 256 plus 900 by 16 v, right? So what it means is, this expression we can write as 10 square root v by 16 square, which is this expression 100 v by 256 plus 30 by 4 root v square, which is this expression over here. 900 is 30 square, 4 root v square is minus minus 2 times 10 root v by 16 times 30 by 4 root v, and if we have subtracted this term, we have to add this term also. So it is 2 times 10 by 16 square root of v into 30 by 4 square root of v. Correct? Now what is this expression from here to here? This expression is 10 root v by 16 minus 30 by 4 root v the whole square, right? And this is equal to 2 2 to the 4 then 2 times 15, and you have 2 times 5, 2 times 8, so you get 15 times 5 is 75 divided by 8. Correct? I hope I have done everything correct. Yes. So this is the total expense. Now, what will be the minimum value of this one? Minimum value of this one will be 0. So the minimum value of total expense will be 75 by 8 pounds. So minimum expense is equal to pound 75 by 8, right? So I will leave the answer here, but if you want to convert it back to pound, shilling and pence system, what it means is that this is 8 times 6, 8 times 7, 56, 8 times 8 is 8 times 9, so it is 9 pounds, and then you are remaining 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 into 20, 3 by 8 into 20 becomes 60 by 8. So this can be written as 15 by 2. 15 by 2 is 7.5. So it is 7 shillings, and then you will be remaining with 0.5. So it will be 6 pence. But I think if you leave the answer here, this should suffice. The minimum cost is pound 75 by 8.